statements. Well, that's what Nish is all about at the end of the day. And eventually, being persuaded to leave, Kumar was met with a number of boos, although there were a smattering of reaffirm the ruling class's authority. That's what.
Or iconic pieces which remain timeless. Explore our range at any of our stores or online at Goldsmiths, Mapping a Web, or Watches of Switzerland. All part of the Watches of Switzerland group.
Because all of the political and regulatory alignment clauses were in the withdrawal agreement, which is legally binding, and the political...
Okay, so here we have the I don't know what we're going to call this one. The slingshot sniper, slingshot catapult sniper. I don't know. I'll think of something. Eh? This is really lovely. Like, to be honest, it wasn't just about making a cool slingshot. Mostly, I've been looking for an excuse to put polished brass and rosewood together for a long time, because they're just an orgasmic combination, you know. And it seemed like a suitable time to do it. Yeah. Okay. I've got a spring-loaded bipod at the front. And again, I really wanted black springs, but they're taking a little while to come, so I just put these crappy ones on. They're not really strong enough though. We're blowing a gale outside at the minute, so I've tried hitting a few things, but there's no chance, you know. I've tried 8mm balls and 10mm balls. I couldn't talk to you outside because it's like a howling wind, isn't it? So what? Yeah, we'll have to wait for another time to do some target practice for this. I'm not sure how accurate it's going to be. I want to have a go at making some more bands. A couple of people have recommended TheraBand or whatever. It's an exercise band. This is natural latex. A few people have said this is the best thing to use. It's the most powerful, but I can only find this in 1/2 mil thickness. So I've tripled them up there. To try and get a bit of tension on it, but you know, the whole point of this, yeah, is that you can unlock it, bring the bands back, latch the bands, and then put the rest of the tension on. So you're not trying to latch it under full tension, you know, because I sliding this thing forwards, and there's a little hook on the side there. I missed some of the build out. Like, I can never put the whole thing in a video because it takes so bloody long, and like this took a lot of time. But also, I don't know, people will lose interest in it if I show every little nut and bolt. So yeah, I don't think I covered the latch too well. There's a spring in there and everything, and let me show you the back of this yoke. There's a plate and a pin holding it captive. That's to keep the thing down with your foot, although I didn't really use my foot because my boots are muddy and I didn't want to get this thing covered in gravel, you know. I hope you understand. Works quite nicely. Latch is okay. The trigger, this is like another eBay trigger, but I had to cut and weld another actual triggery bit on the end of it because it wasn't long enough. Really happy with how my brass came out. I've got two different brasses here. I think one's actually bronze, not brass, because I did two different pours. Like I poured this bit, and the sand wasn't packed hard enough, so it sort of took a whole lot more brass than it should have done, and then obviously took a lot more grinding to get it down to the right size. And then I did another pour, and that second pour looked like bronze, not brass. Really happy with how this is ash. I like using ash because it's cheap, and it's nice to work with, but it's really strong stuff across the grain, you know, like hickory, I suppose, although we don't really have hickory over here in Europe. But so I stained it up rosewood and then put tung oil on it, and it's come out pretty nice, I reckon. Yeah, there she is. I got one more idea with the slingshots. Another stupid, crazy idea, and you know, more along the lines of an anti-tank slingshot, and I'll do that, and then we'll have a little rest from slingshots for a bit, eh? Right. Hope you enjoyed this, folks. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I'm quite pleased with how this thing looks. Sorry we ain't got some decent weather, so I can actually hit something with it. Alright, okay, take care, folks. Bye bye.